Don't forget your salvation. That was a gift that was freely given to you. Jesus saved me and changed my life, and I would have never made it to this day without him. And I think that a lot of the times we lose track of the bottom line and the importance of going out and making disciples and seeing people saved like we've been saved. So let's keep that as our compass and our true north.
Welcome to the Worship Probs podcast, where we aim to entertain, encourage, and equip worship and tech leaders all around the world. Look, we all know that serving in worship and production is great, but the problems, those are real. Thanks for joining us as we dive into today's episode with our host, Brian Tabor.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 375 of the Worship Probs podcast. Man, as always, I am so glad that you're here. You're tuning in, you're watching, you're listening, taking some time for yourself. And I'm glad I'm here for it, literally here for it. And I am so glad that you are here for it too. So welcome back to the pod. Man, maybe you're watching on YouTube or you're listening on your favorite podcast platform. Either way, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And by the way, shout out to my friend Joey Fulton. She sent us this absolutely killer new backdrop for the TV behind me, the Worship Probs podcast. Look at that little shimmer up the top. Joey, thank you. What a kind lady she is, and really gifted down there in Corydon, Indiana. That's good people. Okay, I got a fantastic episode for you today. So grab a cup of joe, a little cup of coffee, a latte, cafe latte, whatever your drink is. For me, it's right here, vitamin water, zero sugar orange rise. Every podcast. You guys, know anybody at Vitamin Water? We need a sponsorship. It's a sponsorship opportunity right here. Every single episode, I'm drinking this stuff. So hook a brother up, man. Okay, as always, I got prayer concerns for you today, and they never disappoint. I got a great batch of them for you today. Packed with laughs, little encouragement. We're not laughing at anybody. We are, laughing with. And so I hope you laugh with as well. It's going to be great. But first, guys, I'm going to share a conversation that I recently had with a new friend, a new Worship Probs friend, Bella Taylor Smith, about her new EP, For the House, and all kinds of parts of her story. This For the House EP has been rocking my world. So you guys are going to want to get that ASAP. So again, just thanks for hanging out today, whether you're watching on YouTube or you're listening on your favorite podcast platform. Just hit subscribe and make sure you never miss an episode. But before we dive into our conversation with Bella, I want to tell you about our amazing friends, the unbelievable people at Planning Center. This episode of the Worship Probs podcast is brought to you by Planning Center, an all-in-one software that can help you organize every facet of your ministry, connect with your people, and help your people stay connected to each other. Among the many ways Planning Center can help you do that is through task management. In Planning Center, you can create detailed tasks, organize to-do lists, and even collaborate on those tasks with other team members in real time. Do you have recurring events and projects with long to-do lists? Make a task list template to save time. Have regular tasks you need help keeping up with? Set your tasks to automatically repeat at an interval of your choosing. And the best part is that you can create tasks from absolutely anywhere in Planning Center using the toolbar. You'll find your Tasks tab in Planning Center Home, the place you see all the important updates happening across your account. To learn more and get started today, visit planningcenter.com or click the link in our bio. Well, the Worship Probs podcast is thrilled. We're making a new friend today. We're welcoming Bella Taylor Smith. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Oh, man, I'm so glad. So glad to have you. And it's nice to meet a new friend always. And, you know, get a little chance to hear about your story and what God's doing in your life. And so as we're getting rolling here, we're in a new year. So how has 2026 been so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's been wonderful. My husband and I originally are from Australia. And so we were back there for Christmas and for New Year's. So we got to be there for the fireworks, which was lovely. And then back home to Nashville. So happy to be home here.
Love it. Love it. How long have you been in the States?
It's been almost 2 years now. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, we love to have a little bit of fun. So Bella Taylor Smith, welcome to the hot seat. So I have 5 like rapid fire questions. They're easy. You'll be great. So,
Okay.
and with your being originally from another country, I'm fascinated by some of these answers. So, okay. Number 1.
Okay.
If you're ordering a pizza, what's the perfect combination of toppings?
Okay. I have 2 answers. I'm sorry. My first answer, since
good.
moving to America, would be like a barbecue chicken pizza with like red onion and barbecue sauce and ranch to dip it in, which ranch is not really a thing in Australia.
Yes.
So that's kind of changed my life.
Yeah.
In Australia, it would have been like pepperoni and mushroom.
Gotcha. I like to think of ranch as our gift to the world. I don't know if it's if it originated here or not, but I like to think like of the gifts we've given the world, ranch dressing. It's like the condiment of all condiments. You can use it on anything. I absolutely love that. I love it. Okay, number 2, what's the last song you played on your phone?
Oh, I'm going to have to, can I check?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll tell you mine was Your Church by Bella Taylor Smith.
Wow. Yeah. I was listening to a song called Unaware by Alan Stone, who's like a soul artist. He's amazing.
I love that.
Yep.
I love that. Okay. Well, I'll have to check that out, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Slight side note. There's this guy on the internet, and he is redheaded and very pale skinned, and he has these huge, thick glasses on. His name is Lamont Landers.
Okay.
And he is the last guy you would expect to have this unbelievable soul voice. And we were on a road trip, and my wife can fall asleep before we get out of the neighborhood. So I put on some Lamont Landers, and she woke up in the middle of one of these songs, and she's like, what in the world are you listening to? So we listen to a lot of soul stuff.
It's good for your heart.
I'm going to check that one out.
Yeah.
It is, man. It is. It's a little vibe, good for your heart.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3. If you were going to pick a superpower, what would you choose?
Oh, I would want to fly or teleport or something to get me. The flight to Australia is very long, and we have a lot of family there. And so I've grown increasingly grateful for the opportunity to travel, but I would love to not have to do that in 24 hours on a plane.
Well, and I would imagine it's pretty expensive.
It is extremely expensive. Yes.
So like if you could teleport, it would be like a gift on many levels.
It would. That's right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you on that. I'd love to teleport too. Okay. Number 4, what is your favorite comfort food? Is there anything like when you get worked up, you're like, man, I really want this?
I love to cook. And so I feel like cooking is part of the therapeutic part, but probably like a roast dinner, like roast lamb, which is a super Australian like comfort. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think I've ever had roast lamb. I would love to.
American,
try that.
It's not common, which has blown our minds. It's such a common meat to eat in Australia, but not here. You guys have brisket though, so
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That'd be a good one. That'd probably be on my list. Okay, last one on the hot seat. If you weren't doing what you're doing now, what do you think? What's the dream you might be chasing if you weren't doing what you're doing now?
Oh, I love what I'm doing now, but I would probably be a midwife. That was like my childhood dream. I'm really passionate about
Yeah.
like women's health and babies. So it'll probably be that. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
a good passion. That's a really good passion to have.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you survived the hot seat. Great
Oh,
answers, and excited to meet you and to have you on today. And I'm going to tell you this: God has really breathed something special on this new music, and we want to talk about that for sure. But before that, can you tell us a little bit about your story? How has the Lord led you through your life to where you find yourself today?
yeah. I mean, I was just none of my family really are saved yet. And I was attending
Mm,
high school when I was about 15. There was a girl who went to my school who went to a local youth group, and she just very persistently over maybe the span of about 12 months asked me to come to her youth group. And I just was not, Australia isn't really a Christian nation. So here in the South, it's super common to grow up going to a youth group or Sunday school, but not at all where I'm from. And so I honestly thought it was super weird and intimidating and wasn't something that I wanted to do. And I finally caved. And I started going to just like a local like extension service of the Hillsong church
mm,
in
mm.
Australia. And I went for about a year because I just thought the music was so amazing. And I didn't believe in God yet, but I thought this is so cool. And then I got sponsored to go to a summer camp and I got saved just before I turned 16
Wow. Praise the Lord. Wow.
in
Wow.
worship, and heard the Lord speak to me for the first time when I got saved. And he just said, like, this is what I've made you to do. It was during an old Young and Free song called End of Days. And I like lifted my hands for the first
Oof.
time. And I've
Wow.
always had a
Wow.
heart
Wow.
since then for like salvation and worship. So that
Yeah.
was a really like
Yeah.
fundamental part of my story. And yeah, then
Yeah.
I went to Bible college and I did Bible college. I ended up coming on staff at my church, and I was teaching singing and just loved it so much. Was so grateful to have such a beautiful community. My upbringing was pretty tumultuous. So yeah,
Mm.
really so grateful for the church and the bride for being such an incredibly beautiful expression.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then some crazy
Amen.
weird stuff happened in the pop music industry in Australia, and then got married, and it's been a big few years.
It's been a bit very eventful. So, okay,
Yeah.
when I got two follow-ups on this. First of all, when did you find your voice,
Mhm.
and when did you find your husband?
Okay. I could always sing and was always able to, but never really had any interest in doing it until I got saved. And then honestly, I feel like it was such a gift from God to just like pick me up and rescue me. And so yeah, he said to me when I got saved, like, this is what I made you for. And I was singing at the time. And so I think, yeah, it was just a gift that he gave me that I knew that I had, but didn't really find the purpose of until I got saved. And then I met my husband at church. He used to MD all the time and I would lead all the time. We've known each other and we're friends for a really long time, but have been married for about 3 years. So,
Oh, that's amazing. I love that. I love that
yeah.
so much. Well, I just have to say the voice, my goodness, it is just so pure. I don't, and everything I'm going to say is a compliment. So like it is so pure, it is so clear, and it just sounds effortless. I, I just applaud just the vocals, man. You could be
Thanks.
singing the ABCs and it would sound incredible, but you're singing these unbelievable songs, and you just dropped a new EP entitled "For
Yes.
the House."
Yes,
And
that's right.
guys, if you're listening, you got to grab this. This is very, very special. That song, Your Church, oh my. And so, okay, what can you tell us about these songs, and how
Mm.
did the EP come together?
Yeah, I mean, when we first moved from Australia to Nashville, I had never understood that there was even a Christian music industry, let alone like multiple different
Wow.
pockets. That's
Wow.
CCM, and is it for radio? Is it for this? And a lot
Mm,
of those questions really started stirring when we first moved here, and intimidated me, honestly. And I remember praying and just asking God, like, I don't really know where I fit in this like in these kind of like distinct categories. I don't know if that's ineffective or if that's silly but I don't really know how to navigate this, Lord. And I was just praying and I was like, God, I just wish that I could make music and release music that's for the house, like for the church, and also for the home and for people in their homes and driving in their cars. And I heard God just say to me, like, that's exactly what it is. Like, that's what you're going to make. And so I'm so passionate about the local church and really wanted my first release in the Christian space to be so clearly for the bride and really put a stake in the ground just for me as an artist, how much I believe in the local church and how passionate I am for God's plan A to like go forward. And so we started writing songs that were really scriptural, like simple and singable, but also my husband produces everything that I release, and he is so creative and magical. And so he produced all of the songs, and they're so beautiful and intricate and detailed, but also accessible. And so that was kind of our goal for this project for the house.
Yeah, well, bullseye, because you did it. You did it. And I'm going to tell my wife, you described your husband as magical. Because I think she needs to add that as she's talking about me. She needs, add that to the list. It's a pretty short list, but I think we could work magical in there somewhere.
We could squeeze it in. Yeah, great.
Man. Okay, so you've got some pretty sweet collabs on this EP as well.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, the two people that kind of feature, I mean, honestly, the amount of incredible writers that are on the project in general are just like, it was the greatest gift for me to be able to work with the most incredibly gifted and anointed and God-fearing writers. So there's many of those, Mia Fields and obviously Mitch, who features Mitch Wong on one of the songs, which was the first release, the first single from this project, which is from like Psalm 100 verse 4. I wanted to like enter the Lord's courts with thanksgiving for my first release. And then Kanan, who is just the sweetest, most talented, incredible man who loves the Lord and loves his family and loves the church. And we wrote a song together, and I really wanted him to sing on it, and so he said yes.
Incredible voice, by the way.
Yeah.
Too. That's an incredible track as well. So, what's coming in 2026?
Yeah.
Can we break some news here today? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I actually. Part of the For the House project was it having a B-side. And so For the Home is the B-side EP, and that's coming out in March, which is so exciting. The first single, When I Think About My Jesus, is coming out on February 13th. So literally in a month. And all of these songs, like sonically, are really different. They're like a little bit of a folk influence, but they're really beautiful. Lots of melodies. There's strings and layered BVs, and a lot of them kind of like feel like lullabies. I wanted people to have songs that they could put on in their home that are safe for their kids to hear. And also testimony songs. I felt really strongly about kind of keeping my opinion out of the For the House songs and having them being really scriptural. And then For the Home, having a place where I could share a little bit more of my story.
Man, I love that. Well, I can't wait to hear the rest of it. And you said March, the full For the House part. Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah. Can't wait. Cannot wait to hear it. And we need some dates, man. We need to go. Yeah, we need some Becca dates. We got to get some dates on the calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we can come and hear some of these live.
Yes.
Okay, so we started as a meme account. And we always like to ask our guests, have you ever been leading or singing or doing something, and maybe the train just left the tracks?
Yeah. I mean, yes, I have. There is one particular memory that comes to mind. I obviously grew up in a church that did really big Christmas productions. And it was my first year kind of like being a part of the main kind of like cast of the production. And we were doing this like techno version of Joy to the World as the finale. It was kind of like four lead singers that would like walk out and do like a verse at a time. And I remember I was wearing high heels, which is not really, I don't even really wear shoes ever. And it was just stressful. Anyway, so I was like, I think this was maybe show 4 of 8 or something. It was like a 2 p.m. show. And there was confetti all over the floor because it was the finale. Anyway, I'm walking out with my heels about to sing this song, and I like slipped, and then I kind of like stumble, and then I fell flat on my face. Luckily, the lights were still down, so only maybe the first like 5 rows. My shoe came off. I like crawled across the stage to get my microphone, and then my shoe, and I like put my shoe back on. But I managed to like get back up kind of in time to like sing the part that. And really only the people in like TV media and the first 5 or so rows of the auditorium saw, but that was a pretty embarrassing one for sure.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Yeah.
We probably need that video if it exists. We probably
I actually was talking to my husband and asking, like, there was a Vimeo link that was made that circulated within our team, but I don't know. It was a long time ago. I wouldn't even know how to find it.
Yeah. Gosh, well, we need
so funny.
Internet always remember. We need to find that. We need to find that. Well, okay, we're going to get to the big room question here in just a second. But if you're listening, you can tell why this is an artist you need to support. You need to go grab this new EP For the House and look for the upcoming B-side for the
home.
It's the home.
Yeah,
for the house, and for the home. That's right. And make sure you go follow Bella.Taylor on the socials. You will enjoy that follow as well. So, okay, Bella, so we end all of our conversations with the same question. We call it the big room question. So if we could gather all the worship leaders and all their volunteers, all the production leaders and all their volunteers, and we got them all together in one big room, and we gave you a microphone, what would you want to say to them about what we are doing in the local church?
Yeah, I think I would just say, don't forget your salvation. That was a gift that was freely given to you. Jesus saved me and changed my life, and I would have never made it to this day without him. And I think that a lot of the times we lose track of the bottom line and the importance of going out and making disciples and seeing people saved like we've been saved. So let's keep that as our compass and our true north, that all of our actions and decisions would lead us to remember our salvation and invite others into that too. That's what I would say.
Oh man. Amen. Amen. What a great answer. Well, you're family now, so we'll have to do this again sometime. And guys, again, go grab For the House and look for the Home coming in March. And make sure you follow Bella.Taylor on the socials. Man, thank you so much for taking the time. And we're cheering you on. Excited to see how the Lord's going to breathe on this music and what he's going to do in your ministry.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Man, I got to tell you, I really, really enjoyed my conversation with Bella. Just very, very, very down-to-earth person who loves the Lord, man. And that comes across loudly when you have a conversation with her. And so shout out to her. Again, make sure you go grab that new EP For the House. There's some great singable church songs on there that pack a wallop theologically. So I think it will encourage you. It'll encourage your churches as well. Well, guys, do you know what time it is? It's time for prayer concerns. So prayer concerns, you walking down the hallway of your church, just trying to get to your car, maybe get out to Taco Bell or wherever you're going for lunch, and somebody stops you and they did not like the service, or they thought it was too loud, or The lights were in their eyes. You had holes in your jeans. Why did you wear a hat? Or you messed with their hymns. Do not be messing with their hymns. Well, that's what prayer concerns are. People send these in to us from all over the world, and we'd love to hear yours. I know you've got them. So go to our website, worshipleaderprobs.com. Just click on prayer concerns up in the menu, and you can send them there. You'll always be anonymous, or you can DM those to us on any of the socials. So I got a great group for you today. These all actually came in through Instagram today. So if you're not following at Worship Probs on Instagram, love to have you join us over there. So let's dive right in. Prayer concern number 1. This was said to me after coming off the platform, and it says, "Hey, I wanted to tell you, I really liked your voice today. I usually don't, but today was really good." What do you say to that? What do you say to that? Like, normally you don't like it, but you liked it today. So I guess maybe take the win. I'd take it as a win, I guess. Just take the win. Take the win. Okay, number 2, prayer concern number 2. I have 4 kids under 7, and we're expecting number 5. Okay, so 4 kids currently, number 5's on the way. I walked through a door that a guy was holding open for us, and he said, "Are these all yours?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Man, you really need to get a hobby." Okay. Again, not cool. Not cool. You don't need to say that. I tell you, and by the way, I think that there's already a hobby. So let it alone. Just leave it alone, right? Oh my gosh. Number 3, prayer concern number 3. An older gentleman in my church has gotten on me about wearing a hat while leading worship, saying that I have such a great head of hair. Why cover it up? I thanked him for his concern, and now every week he asks me, "How is your hair doing?" People don't like the hats, man. They do not like the hats. And I think maybe that's just a old school kind of a tradition. There certainly is a respect aspect to that, kind of like, sidebar. This is for free. Okay. The first time I flew on an airplane, I don't remember how old I was, but I wasn't very old. I wore a 3-piece suit. My mom put me in a 3-piece suit. They served us a meal, right? This was Eastern Airlines, which doesn't even exist anymore. Served us a meal, blueberry pancakes with real silverware. This tells you how long it's been. So things were just different back then. Now, we've made progress in some areas, and that's been really, really good. I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. I've never worn a hat leading worship in a service. I would never, ever judge somebody for doing that because I don't think there's an issue with it. But my guess is that's kind of the door that they're walking through. That'd be my guess. That'd just be my guess. Okay. Number 4, prayer concern number 4. After a service, someone walked up and said, "Man, bass guitar is a worship killer." Okay. Now I'm going to push back on that. I do not concur. Man, that's the foundation, Golly, bass is not a worship killer. Bass is a worship thriller. How about that? There's your tease. There's your tease for this episode. Bass isn't a worship killer. Bass is a worship thriller. That's what I think anyway. I'm a big fan of bass. Okay, number 5, the last one, bottom of the pudding cup, prayer concern number 5. I've told you before, I just read them as they come, right? And this one's out there on Instagram for everybody to read. And it says, "Our sound tech told our male lead singer one Sunday, 'Everything was fine until you raised your hand and I saw your hairy belly button.'" We've gotten this a few times recently. I don't think people are not down with that, man. They are not in any way down with that. So keep them covered, What is that? Raise your hands, touch your toes. If anything shows, go change your clothes. And that is my advice to you. And those are prayer concerns. So send yours in to us. Again, you can do it through the website, worshipleaderprobs.com. Click on prayer concerns. Anywhere you see our campsite link, just click on that. It'll give you a bunch of choices. And there's a link straight to the prayer concerns page from there. You can also DM those to us on any of the socials. Well, certainly grateful that you're tuning in, and we are. We've just had a great winter, just getting to see lots of people at conferences, and it's been really, really good, and we've loved it. So thanks for all who've come to our sessions. And Kim and I are doing these worship encounter weekends. We'd love to talk with you about coming to your church and leading like a. Typically it's. First of all, it can look kind of how you need it to look to fit into your deal. But how it has worked a lot is we come in on a Saturday and do like 3-4 hours, something like that. We'll talk about spiritual prep, intimacy with the Lord, practical prep, practical tools for preparing to serve. And then we'll do some split off like workshops. Kim will take your vocalist. Kim is was a voice major in college and has done lots of traveling and sang with all kinds of Christian artists and has some really good things to talk about: breathing, expanding your range, technique, all that kind of stuff. Then I can take your band, I can take your production team and do some workshops for them. And we include some team building, and it ends with a really, really meaningful time of communion. And we'd love to talk with you about coming to your church for a worship encounter. So email me, info@worshipleaderprobs.com, and let's talk about setting up a date. Worship karaoke, man, it's rolling season. This season has been great. I hope you're enjoying those. You can always see the first 15 minutes of every episode on Instagram. You can watch the whole thing on our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe over there at Worship Probs. And we're doing karaoke's once a month, and it'll give you a little ring-a-ding-ding when we post. They're gonna get me for that one. When we post a new episode. That one's for you, Allie. That one's for you. That's a whale of a way to set that up. But we love sharing those worship karaoke episodes with you. Hey, next fall, Experience Conference 2026, Walt Disney World, Orlando, Florida. You know what's missing? You. We need you to be there. There's a link in our bio. Click it. Find the Experience Conference link. It'll take you straight to the registration page. Use our code PROBS26. PROBS26. It'll save you some money, $30 each, actually. And that's going to be a really, really great savings for you if you're bringing multiple people, especially. So use that, PROBS26. And we would love, love, love to see you down in Florida next September. It's going to be great. It's always great. But we would love to see you for Experience Conference 2026. Well, guys, as always, I'm so grateful that you come and hang out with us whenever you're watching or listening. And before you bounce, do me a favor, right? Make sure that you're subscribed. That's kind of a recurring theme in this episode. Make sure you're subscribed wherever you watch or listen so that you don't ever miss an episode. And we'd love for you to take a quick moment, jump over to Apple Podcasts, just give the old search-a-roo for Worship Probs. When you find us, leave us 5 stars and a really crisp review, like something super fresh. Like have AI write it as use your imagination, like have some fun with it. Take on a character and have AI write your review. We love that. We absolutely love that. And we are grateful for all of you who follow us on the socials. And if you don't follow us on the socials, why not? You need to fix that, right? We're at Worship Probs on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Threads. And as Heath Bottomley likes to say, what's Threads? I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what it is. I think it's sort of a X, formerly known as Twitter, adjacent. Like it's kind of their answer to that. We're on both. So just follow us everywhere and that will solve your problem. Over on TikTok, we're at Worship Leader Probs. That's our old name, and that's a story for another day. And so we'd love to have you engage with us on all those platforms. And we have this special group on Facebook, the Worship Probs Community Group. There's a link in our bio for this. You can just search Worship Probs on Facebook as well. There are 3 questions to join the group. Answer the questions. They're super easy. It helps me keep the spammers out, but we'd love to have you in there. That is not the same content that we share on Instagram or any of the other platforms. It's totally different. And a lot of it is driven by the members. Like they have stuff that they're they're challenged by or they're wrestling with in their church. They need help and input from other leaders. And so it's your chance to give back as well as receive from other leaders around the world. And then real quick, guys, massive shout out to our girl, Allie Bajanos. She is the best there ever will be. Every room Allie walks into gets better because she's in it. And she does such amazing work for us here on the Worship Probs podcast. She also edits the Strip Free podcast, produces all of the graphics and promotional images that you see for our podcast and logos, like every logo we have. Allie did it. This one right here, the Worship Probs, she did that. That one over there, Worship Probs, she did that. Worship Karaoke, she did that. She did our website. Our website was overhauled this year. Go take a look. Allie's the best, and she can do all that for you too. Like your church needs any of that stuff done, or you need help with social media, or you have maybe have a side hustle or a business, or you started a company that you don't have a website yet. Allie's your girl, man. She will crush it. I promise you. 10 out of 10. I would highly, highly recommend that you give her a call. We'll tag her in the description and you can reach out and she'll crush it for you. I promise. And guys, thanks to my friend, my brother from another mother, Scott Hoke, for our voiceover intro. Guys, we absolutely love you. Thanks so much for hanging with us on episode 375. Until next time, deuces.